Alright guys, so this is my first video for this page. Gonna pack a lip, as that's part of this channel. Basically how I've come to use smokeless tobacco to stop smoking. So a little while back I was driving with a guy here at the company I work for, and doesn't smoke, doesn't do nothing. Then all of a sudden we go into the truck stop and he's like, "Oh, I gotta grab a can of dip." I was like, "Really, you dip?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I smoked for years and dip just kind of worked for me." And he says, "I still get my nicotine, but I can breathe better," and yada yada yada. So I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I had the same thoughts that everyone has drilled into my head over the years is, "Oh, you're gonna get mouth cancer, your lip's gonna fall off, you're gonna hole in your face, and it's just gonna be hell," right? So of course these days we use internet for everything. So I was like, I'll go on YouTube and go onto Google and see what I can find on that risk comparisons on smoking to smokeless tobacco, and then see if it's gonna be any better. If not, I'll just smoke. Because in the truck I can smoke 2 packs a day, easy, if I want to. So, went online, typed in usual things. Is chewing tobacco bad for you? Does it cause cancer? Came across an interview with Darcy Compton, who is the creator of Mudjug. He has a channel on YouTube, Mudjug1. And the first thing that came up for me was an interview he had with Dr. Brad Radu. So Dr. Brad Radu is an oral pathologist, has been researching the effects of smokeless tobacco for, I think it's over 20 years, in men and women who use smokeless tobacco. And in listening to this 45-minute video of what the effects and what the research he did and everything else was, there's not been one case linked, one case of mouth cancer, throat cancer, tongue cancer linked to smokeless tobacco. If done in conjunction with other things, don't quote me on any of this, but done in conjunction with smoking and stuff, it increases your chances. So after doing some research and whatever, and going through everything, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm just going to give it a try. You know, I tried it years ago when I was younger. Tried to dip with Copenhagen straight. Nasty shit, but first went with Skullberry pouch, because I figured a pouch would be less cleanup, and you know, it would do the nicotine I wanted, but I had no idea about nicotine levels in pouches or long cut or any of this other shit. So did that for a day or two, and then the berry was just sickening. It was just like sucking on Robitussin, and I was smoking in between dips, and wasn't good. So I started buying different flavors, different brands when I was in the States. The driving truck has says in the description there as well, but found, you know, Grizzly wintergreen. So I tried a Grizzly wintergreen pouch, and I went through a couple cans of those, and it was you know, all right, but it gave me a pretty good gator lip. And so then I went to Grizzly long cut wintergreen. That was pretty good, but I found my favorite of all is Stoker's wintergreen. It's very thick. It sits nice, doesn't float around. It's just all around, it's a good dip. So Boxing Day, I had my last cigarette in the morning. My wife decided she was going to be great and get me Mudjugs, just because I basically forced her to. Every time she asked me when I went for Christmas, I said mudjug.com. So if you want to get yourself a Mudjug, mudjug.com. Anyway, so been doing pretty good the last 8 days. I got in the truck today and I was a little worried because there was a time there when my boy was born. You know, I had quit smoking for like 5 months, 6 months, something like that. Got in the truck to go to Calgary, and before I even hit Eli, I bought a pack of smokes. That was it, done. And this is like my, in here, this is my kryptonite. Like, I want to smoke all the time. And I've had a few urges today, you know, with different incidences that happened along the way today. You know, leaving home again, home for 2 weeks, leaving my boy again. I was just getting used to it beforehand, then come home for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, here we go again. So I was got to adjust to leaving the wife and the boy behind again, and I'm one of those guys that I'd love to be home with my boy every day and my wife every day, but money is in driving for me, because that's what I've been doing for almost 14 years. And it's the best money for all of us, you know, so that we can actually have money to do things. And, you know, rather than just scrape by, I can actually make some money and be able to go out on a weekend or whatever. So, you know, getting back on that. Then not sure if I can load tonight. That was kind of stressing me a little bit. But overall, I overcame those urges and, you know, just back a hammer and hammer down. And yeah, so that's probably about the extent of this video, just to see if it's definitely a better video than the one I uploaded on YouTube. That was shit. I find it better. I can record when no one's around walking in to laugh at me when I talk to everybody, but it's just me, I guess. So yeah, if you got any questions, comments, preferably not negative comments about me dipping instead of smoking, you know, just put it on there. Post, you know, if you got truck related stuff or dip related stuff, post it to the page. I'm probably not going to upload these to YouTube right away, but post them to the page for now as a starting grounds. So just like it if you want to see more. I'm going to put up some stories of different things that happen along the way on the road and different scenery. You know, I go down to Missouri and Kansas, and you know, there's one really nice collector car sitting on the side of the interstate there in Sioux City. I think it's Nebraska. Really nice car, convertible. I think it's a Dart or a Demon, one of the two. But I'll post shit like that, just different things I see, so you can see what's out there. You know, if you don't have the ability to escape and hop in a truck and go, you know, just gonna basically throw stories up every once in a while, videos and posts and different things that happen along the way, and my progress of dipping versus smoking. I'm really hoping I don't relapse. You know, I got some pretty wicked dip, outlaw dip. So I'll do a review probably later on this week on Lucky Lipper, is the one I have right now, and do a review on my mud jugs, because as you can tell I've been spitting in it, but they're spill proof. Gotta love it. Weighted bottom so don't flip over. No mess. I like it. And yeah, just some of the videos I watch through Outlaw or Chris Dips 1 or Mud Jug 1. Those are 3 channels that I watch on YouTube. The guys are entertaining. They got information too. You know, they all have their opinions on dip and which brand whore they are and stuff like that. Just entertaining, I guess, so to speak. And they're the ones that brought me the information I needed to quit smoking, so that I can try and be a little healthier. You know, Dr. Radu says that smokeless tobacco is about as risky as drinking coffee every day. So I'm sure there's other effects and whatnot, but I'll be able to breathe. My boy loves to skate. You know, I'm starting to get stamina up again, skate with him. I'm hoping by summer that I can, you know, do bike riding and stuff with him. So this is the lesser of two evils for me. You know, smoking, it's combustible tobacco. You know, I smoke 30, 35, 40 cigarettes a day. and you know, I've been doing that for years, so it's just not a good. So if I can utilize this as my nicotine intake and my enjoyability of tobacco, you know, even my wife would vouch. When I was vaping, I was still bitchy. When I tried cold turkey, she bought me smokes because I was an asshole. But with dip, I've been pretty good. You know, I'm not dipping a whole lot. You know, I know guys out there dip a can and a half a day. I'm doing a can every 2.5, 3 days. So it's not that expensive for me because I'm in the States, right? It's costing me about $4 every 3 days. Of course, I buy extra just because that's what you do when you see it on sale. You're like, oh, bargain, but it's not really a bargain. You're going to use it anyway. So, anyway, I'll sign off for now. Hope you enjoy the first video. Don't make too much fun of me on this one because I know it's not the greatest, but like I say, this is me out on the road, dipping and ripping. Enjoy, everybody.